Hi Collective, welcome back for another channeled message of what Spirit wants you to know right now. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're turning star family, how you doing? It's your girl, Lady Leo, aka Mary. All right, y'all. So this is going to be a divine feminine, divine masculine reading. But first, as always, we're going to cleanse and set the space. Call in spirit. All right. Got the fan going and I'm outside, so I don't know how good this is going to light. It was giving me trouble just a second ago. Here it goes. How y'all doing? Welcome. So while I'm getting this lit, the replay is posted to YouTube at Maria Ella Wolfe. I still have private services closed. Cleanse your energy. Good juju for you. Cleanse my energy. Good juju for me. How y'all doing? Welcome. Get some mugwort. I'll ward off the nasty stuff. Hi y'all, what's going on? There we go. So if y'all are newer, I just moved, so those of you that are veterans, that you've been with me for a while, it's not my normal setup and it's going to be crazy in crazy places for a little while. So just a heads up there. There we go. Let's protect your energy. Protect my energy. Okay. We'll move this out of the way. How y'all doing? Let me do this one more time. I already had a crazy start, y'all. Have y'all been having like crazy issues? You know, it's Mercury retrograde. So we got funky stuff going on with communication, technology, appliances, vehicles, travel, contracts, communication. There's a lot of revisiting, reevaluating, resetting. Lots of redoing things during this time. So yeah, it's kind of wonky, right? Smack dab in the middle of Leo season. Happy birthday, Leos. How y'all doing? All right, y'all. Let's call in spirit real quick, because you know we got to do it. God, source, universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, council of light, ascended masters, and all other benevolent beings of light of the third heaven and higher, I ask that you show us some holy divine white light of protection, shield our space, our energy, and the stream from any outside negative energies, entities, and it is not allowed here. Spirit, I ask that you aid, guide, and support me in channeling the best and highest message for the collective during this time supposed to be. Thank you, Spirit. Whew, okay, here we go, y'all. Y'all ready to tap in? All right, y'all be sure to interact with the chat, with the like button, with following, with subscribing, all that kind of stuff, so I can pick up on your energy and you pick up on mine. If you know, you know. We ain't got to explain how that works. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here for divine feminine, divine masculine relationships. It's just in the energy. Thanks for the love. I'm sending all the love and light back to you times 10. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, TikTok waking up. Y'all waking up. What's going on, y'all? Let's see. Oh, thank you for the roses. I love roses. Oh, if you can't tell. If you can't tell. I love roses. Divine timing. Okay. So Spirit says that whatever this connection is, right, this divine connection that it is, that you're here for, it's all in divine timing. Give me a little bit more. Overall energy. Whoa, that popped right out. Did y'all see that fly out? Shit. Family. Divine timing, family, generations, children, ancestors, order. Y'all, I have felt ancestral energy so heavy for the last like 6 months. And you know, we're coming up into fall, which is Dias de las Muertes time frame, right? Halloween and, you know, skeletons and stuff. So I feel like always very connected to very ancestral energy during that time. We're getting closer and closer to that. So there's something about generations, bloodlines, could be like soul contracts. Take it as it resonates, y'all. You know your situation better than I do, okay? Don't make puzzle pieces fit where they don't go. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the rules. What else is here? Give me some more. Give me one more. Woo, that came right out. And finances. Money problems, work, material things, and success. Okay, so money or financial matters may be an issue when it comes to this connection. Okay, so somebody may be trying to get their money right, or they're trying to find some sort of like financial stability. All right, so there could be children involved here as well. There's something about children, generations. Ancestors support it, whatever this is. But it's all in divine timing, okay? Oh, we got secret crush and magnetic. We got secret crush and magnetic attraction at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we already know this is an intense connection, all right? It's like two magnets. It's like a push and pull here. And secret crush. Admire, attraction, suitor, and butterflies. Oh, do you give somebody butterflies? Or do they give you butterflies? It says healing after that. Legal matters. Ex-lover. Yeah, see, there's still some lingering stuff here. You know? But whatever this is, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. How y'all doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the love. Think we raising the vibration already in here? I didn't bring my bell out here again. I'll just have to be the bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Thanks for all the love, y'all. We raising the vibration. Okay, Spirit. I'm gonna leave some of these out just to kind of refer to. We'll put them back in the deck later when we pull from that deck again. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. Where can we pull from? We need more information, right? We're being nosy today. Being nosy in the love department. All right, Spirit. Tell me about this connection. I tell you what. Tell me about the connection in general. Just this connection. The Mermaid of Immersion. Complete commitment. 4-4 on that card. Oh my goodness. Somebody caught their fish. Complete commitment. All right. Oh shit, that just came out. Hold on, that fell on the floor. I gotta get it. Oh, what's it say? Winged seer. You see clearly, clairvoyance. So there's very intuitive. Look at all the eyes here. It's almost like all eyes on me, my eyes on you. Starstruck. You see clearly, clairvoyance. So you could be intuitive, like there's some sort of like spiritual telepathic connection here. What else is here, Spirit? $23, Violet Angel, Breaking Dawn. Okay. 5, 3, and 4. 5s can represent conflicts, challenges sometimes, and change. So there's a transformation at play here. So yeah, it's all in divine timing, all right? So there's still some things that are shifting, that are closing out. All right, so I'm not sure if this is you. I haven't read into the divine feminine or the divine masculine specifically just yet, but either way, there's like someone's wanting to come in full force with a commitment, a complete commitment. So I'm not sure if this is you going towards them coming towards you, or it could even be on both sides. I'm getting some mirroring energy too. All right, so you see clearly. So you're seeing things clearly. Especially if it's like intuitive in your mind's eye, or the downloads that it is that you're getting, okay? But there's transformation at play. Tell me about the divine feminine, Spirit. What's the energy of the divine feminine? Sweat swap the roles how you see fit, y'all. Y'all know the real. Little Allen, wisdom is light as a feather. Okay, so divine feminine energy. There's that ancestral energy again here with that owl. 3, 9. So there's something to do about this divine feminine is trying to be wise with the situation, okay? They're also being led by like ancestors, okay? So this divine feminine is very in touch with some sort of ancestor. Look, we got pumpkins on that card too. I was just talking about something about fall. Autumn is important for this connection. I don't know why yet, but I was just talking about that. Pumpkin. Maybe that's somebody's nickname for you. Trick or treat. Oh, I can't make it up. Tricks and treats. Okay, so divine feminine is having to use some sort of wisdom to overcome some sort of tricks or treats. Some sort of like shiesty shit being done, okay? There's some shenanigans here when it comes to the divine feminine. We got another 5 coming out. All right, so yeah, there's someone's causing some sort of conflict with divine feminine. Give me one more. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thanks for the love. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thanks for the badges. And the fairy ring. New skills, advanced training, rapid improvements. 3 and 7 on that card. Okay, that's a 10. So that's some sort of completion, but a new beginning as well. So yeah, there's transformation at play here, okay? So Divine Feminine has overcoming some sort of conflict using wisdom. All right, now Divine Feminine has new skills, advanced training, and rapid improvements with the way that it is that they're being. Okay, so on a spiritual level, on a soul level, the way they think, feel, move. All right, so Divine Feminine is coming out of some sort of conflict. All right, tell me about Divine Masculine. How you doing? I found out yesterday my girlfriend has a husband. Ugh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. A whole double motherfucking life. Wouldn't know what that's like or nothing. Anyway. Keep your head up, okay? Rejection is protection, darling. Right? You learned your lesson. You got closure. The moment that you were disrespected, it's time to pick up the pieces and move the fuck on, because they ain't the one. You know? They ain't the one. A loyal guardian. All right, this is masculine's energy. All right, divine masculine energy. A loyal guardian. A magical protector is there for you. 3-3. Okay. So divine masculine is showing up as not only being a protector, they're protected in the spiritual realm. Okay, so this person could have like a whole lot of like, there's 3-3 on that card. So that's like ascended master energy. Whoever the hell this divine masculine is, they got some spiritual ranking, okay? They spiritually high ranking. They got some sort of heavy protection in the spiritual realm here. Their ancestors or 3-3 on that card. Master manifester too. Shit, y'all, they're falling all over the ground. So divine masculine may also be a little bit chaotic in their energy, because every single time I go to like get a card, they're like getting crazy. So this person may be antsy, all right? So if you're in communication with this person cannot wait to like talk to you again or communicate with you again. If you're not in contact with this person's going freaking nuts. Okay. And this person, this divine masculine, may be picking up or have an awareness or a knowing of whatever divine feminine's going through, or I don't know. There's something that's making divine masculine antsy over here. Okay. Hold on. Let me get these cards up, y'all. And my dad's doing the yard today. He had to start as soon as I wanted to set up live. You know, I don't know why it happens like that, but it is what it is. Y'all hear the background noise. That's what all that is. Angel Day. Enel de la Muertos transitions to the spirit realm. 1-6 on that card. Okay, so there's a 7 here. So yeah, here's the spirituality again. All right, protection. There's something ancestral about this connection. I'm trying to say, which at the end of the world, an important end and a new beginning. All right, and there's a 9 on that card. So something about divine timing again. Okay, so also, divine masculine may be wrapped up in some sort of like spell work. Okay, now what is spell work? Y'all, that doesn't necessarily mean somebody's going to pay money on for someone else to do the hocus pocus or lookies on you. Okay, sometimes that's someone else just like putting in like bad word on you or trying to manipulate a situation, or they could just be staring at your picture saying certain things, like speaking things over you, right? That like spell work can look like a lot of different things, so take it as it resonates. But anyway, so the important end and a new beginning. So there could be some sort of like major life cycle that divine masculine is also wrapping up or closing out over there in their energy as well. Okay, give me one more about between the two. One more between the two. Strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. There's an 8 on that card, okay? So both of them have other external energies that are holding on to them, okay? So this specific connection, both the divine feminine and the divine masculine are ascending. They're on a spiritual journey, all right? And they're going through an awakening phase. Okay, so it's like they're closing out something from the past, and this is like they're mirroring each other in a way. So there's some similarities, but there's differences too. But I'm hearing something about complementary. So their similarities and their differences are actually complementary to each other. I don't even know if I said that right, y'all. I don't even know. We're just gonna roll with it. Thanks for the love. Send all the love and light back to you, times 10. This is like a pretty heavy. This is a pretty heavy, intense reading so far. Let's get some words. We got reveal. Somebody may want to reveal themselves to you. Have y'all? Some of y'all have met this person. But this isn't like a past person, if that makes sense. This is a new connection, even though you may have known this person. So, something about reveal. Somebody hasn't revealed everything yet. I don't know. What else is here? Disguise and family. Got Gemini energy here. So something's going. Here's again the second time families come out in this reading. Seahorses. We've got the Holy Trinity on this, or the Celtic knot. There's a lot of 3 showing up. There's something about the power of 3. So like mother, father, child, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, triple moon goddess. So there's something like divine. There's something like sacred here. But what is this disguise energy? Gemini, chameleon energy, shapeshifter, adaptability. Tell me about disguise. Give me one more on disguise. What is this disguise? What is this? Reveal. Oh my gosh, it came out, y'all. This is definitely supposed to be out here. This badger. What's the spiritual meaning? Do I have my other phone out here? I do. I brought it. What is a badger? What does a badger mean spiritually? I don't know off the top of my head. This is just some generic Google version. Y'all could probably Google it faster than I can because I'm slow sometimes. Spiritual meaning of badger. Courage, assertiveness, and persistence. Okay. Disguise and reveal. Someone's disguising what? We got some heavy ass air. So a lot about travel, communication, alchemizing things, care. Someone's disguising that they want to reveal some sort of care, that they want to care for you, or somebody has. I talked about this yesterday. I was talking about this yesterday. Somebody, maybe it's you, maybe it's them, maybe it's both of you. Okay, put it where it fits. However, someone's got a really rough exterior because of the things that it is that they've been through. Okay, they've had to be hardened, or they've hardened to protect their mushy parts of themselves. Okay, the intimate pieces, the softness of themselves. Okay, so they could be disguising or holding themselves back or creating some sort of distance to kind of like protect themselves. Give me one more. Hiya, how you doing? Welcome. And protect. This is a protector. We got that twice here. Okay. All right. Give me a few more. And then we'll ask the tarot. Thanks for the love, y'all. I'm sending all that love and light back to you, times 10. We have ring. Are you serious? I told you, complete commitment. That already came out. We're getting a lot of synchronicities. We're getting a lot of confirmation here. Okay. Somebody wants some sort of complete commitment. They say, I'm all in. This person already claimed they're feminine. That's mine. It's mine. Garden. This person may want to grow a garden with you. Okay, that's what we talk about over here if you're new. Okay, so when we're going through our spiritual journey and we talk about building foundations or growing things, okay, we talk about our own personal garden. Okay, So that's what shadow work is when we go into the soil of our garden, we start uprooting all the shit, the toxins and the weeds and shit. Sometimes that's people, places, or things, you know, just depends on your situation. So we have party, event, meetings, reunion, crowds, playing the field, networking, and retreat. Someone may not want to play the field anymore. Someone's given up playing the field. I don't know what that's about. We have moon. Uh-oh. Secrets, intuition, dreams. This person may be visiting you in your dreams. I have people visit me in my dreams, y'all. Intuition, dreams, emotions, fears, fantasy, creativity, mood swings, and unseen. So there's something a lot with this Cancer energy. This has to do a lot with like intuition, divine feminine, expression of emotions or unexpressed emotions. It's beyond surface level, right? Think about how like the ocean is, you know, there's a lot of depth here. There's more than, I just heard there's more than meets the eye. Birds, there's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of gossip about whatever connection this is, okay? So something, gossip, birdies. So there's a lot of people talking, a lot of chatter going on about this, all right? So this could be a high profile. You could be a high profile person. Maybe they're a high profile person. There's something controversial about this relationship or connection. Because everybody and their mama talking about it, okay? A little chirpy, like, how come everybody knows your business? And look, they chirping about love. This could be love birds. Somebody wants to, restless. I'm telling you, divine masculine's getting restless over here. They get antsy. They want to protect this feminine. This feminine's going through some shit, okay? There's some sort of fuckery going on over here with divine feminine. Someone's trying to trap this person over here. Or get them caught up or trapped or something. There's some funky shit. Photograph, the past memories, the past returning, past influences, familiarity, and nostalgia. This could be a soul recognition. This person, y'all could be remembering past lives together, okay? That's some intense shit right there. That'll freak you out. So if there's some ghosting going on, that's to be expected, right? This isn't like the karmic mofo who's got a whole double life times 4. This person's ghosting because they're freaked the fuck out. There's a huge difference there, okay? We have tower. Someone's having a tower moment. Something about legalities. Oh no, I got the baby monitor out here, y'all. The cat better not wake up that baby. I'm gonna be so mad. I'll be so mad, y'all. Okay, anyway. See, distractions. There's a lot of like distractions going on when it comes to this connection too. And it seems like external things. So this could be like a potential power couple here. Stork. Improvements, change, birth, renewal, newness, pregnancy, transition. Okay. So yeah. So on both sides, there's definitely some sort of like wrapping up old cycles. Okay, so divine feminine's definitely caught up in some sort of conflict over here that they're trying to wrap up or get out of or something. Okay, divine masculine's getting antsy because they know this, but at the same time, I don't know that divine masculine knows that there's some sort of spell work being put on them or something. I don't know. There's a lot of like fuckery in the energy here between the two of them externally. Like it's not like them doing it to each other. It's external shit. That's how you know like shit's like really powerful is when everything else is trying to keep it from coming together. Like that's, I don't believe in coincidences. That's just me though. I don't know shit, I just live here. And this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know shit. Okay, Spirit, best and highest messages here. How y'all doing? Welcome. Alright. What's the situation? Divine feminine. What's the situation for the divine feminine? This is specific. The 7 of Cups. Okay. Divine feminine's got a lot of options, a lot of suitors here. There's a lot of different ways that divine feminine can go over here. They may be feeling emotionally overwhelmed. Divine feminine could have been treated like just an option in the past, okay? But the situation is justice. something about legalities here, y'all, okay? So whether that's in the physical or if it's just spiritual law, okay? Spiritual no-nos. The situation here is being emotionally overwhelmed with obtaining some sort of justice. Whatever it is, it's heavy, okay? What's the situation with the masculine? Divine masculine energy spirit. What's the situation with divine masculine? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Specific for this side, too. Legalities. There's a lot of, like, red tape or things that need to be done or things that need to be worked out. Like, there's just a lot of shenanigans that are unnecessary, but it's like, it seems like it's mutual on both sides that they want to work through it, though. We've got the Four of Swords. This person's laying something to rest, healing something. You see what I mean? Even in this card, y'all, this is the Santa Muerte deck. But you see how, like, they're, like, putting nails in the coffin here in this Four of Swords card? Usually it's somebody laying down, like, in medieval times, right? And they're healing. They've got the three swords up here, and there's a sword laying up under where it is that they're laying down at, right? Okay, so it's like laying something to rest. So this person's laying something to rest within their life. They're wrapping up a cycle here. So I don't know if this is like, has to do with whoever the hell's doing this spell work on this person. Because someone's doing spell work on this person. Or they're trying to manipulate the situation. They're in their ear saying something or trying to convince them. Or there's some funky shit going on over here with the Divine Masculine too. And I keep getting shit about group chats. Y'all in group chats? People chatting about you. You're that interested and that important? Y'all got group chats about you? You must be famous or something, huh? Tell me more about this, Spirit. What's the situation for the Divine Masculine? The Queen of Wands. Okay, Divine Masculine is very attractive. Divine Feminine. Okay. Like a lot. This isn't like, definitely externally, okay, aesthetically pleasing, okay? Divine Masculine finds Divine Feminine very aesthetically pleasing. I'll put it like easy on the eyes, okay? But again, with like, I don't know, there's a lot of passion here. They're attracted to the Divine Feminine's passion for something. Give me one more. Oh, that came right out, y'all. The Ten of Swords. Rebirth. The Moth. Cycles ending, but there's a lot about death and rebirth here. And the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. A celebration. Here's some more gossip. Okay. And the Empress. Yeah, Divine Masculine wants to go after their Empress. There's something about how nurturing and intuitive and how loving this person is that they're willing to let go of the past and move on for their Empress here. Okay, the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. We got Pisces showing up here. This is very spiritual. The World is after that. Lots of these major arcana. Ace of Pentacles after... Oh my gosh, y'all. Talk about divine counterparts. The Ace of Swords. Enlightenment. Success, blessing. It's a yes. Green light, go. Okay, Spirit. Tell me about Divine Feminine. What's the challenge? What's the challenge here for the Divine Feminine? Knight of Pentacles. Earth energy, it's masculine, but it's slow moving. So something to do with, the challenge is how long something's having to take, or something about patience, or yeah, look at this card. You see all that? This person, this guy's got a machete right here, okay? And he has a machete because he has to manually hack out all these damn weeds, all this overgrowth here, okay? So there's a lot that's like trying to pull this divine feminine, like keeping them from moving forward here. Does that make sense? Right? This is after justice came out. So someone's purposely trying to keep this in, again, with like the shrubbery, right? This is why justice is being called in. Look, that's Santa Muerte right there with her Sith right there, right? She can just take one swipe and swipe stuff off, right? So there's something here. There's a lot of protection going on also with this divine feminine. This is deep. This is deep. We may have to do a deeper dive in a little while, y'all. We're going to have to expand on this one. This one's juicy. The Two of Cups. This is how this has fallen out, okay? This was the last card, right? And this divine feminine is having to like manually whack their way to their Two of Cups, this soulmate connection. And look, y'all, it's not just real love in the heart, okay? There's a meeting of the minds here too, okay? You see how they fill each other's cup up, body, mind, and spirit, right? We're taking it to the bare bones of the situation, right? That's beautiful. Oh, y'all, and look, she's like literally reaching inside his rib cage. I'm telling you, this is intense. Very sacred connection here. There's just a lot of ish going on. Like, no wonder everybody and their mama trying to keep these two from coming together. That would mean that love really does conquer all, right? That light actually really does prevail. The Lovers! I cannot make it up. The Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Y'all, are you serious? This makes me excited. The Lovers came out. The key to the heart. The only key that unlocks the heart. Are you serious? Yin and Yang. Just heard it was written in the stars. What is it? Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, but someone's trying to lay the groundwork here. Okay, someone's... Tell me a little bit more about this divine feminine. The Ace of Cups. The Holy Grail. Y'all, this is pulling out some lover boy, lover girl energy. And not in a bad way. Somebody getting melted. Tell me about divine masculine. Tell me about some challenges. Tell me about the challenges for the divine masculine. Hi, y'all. How you doing? I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. I see you over here, TikTok. You raising the vibration. I don't have my bell out here, but I'll do it manually. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hey, we raising the vibration. Thank you for being here. I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. All right, Four of Cups. So the challenge is some sort of disappointment. Or divine masculine may be getting frustrated or feeling disappointed or unsatisfied with something here. And look, this has to do with matters of love. Okay, there's a heart right here, right? And that's what it is that they're upset. That's why their cup, their love cup is tipped over this way. Okay, because they're feeling dissatisfied when it comes to some sort of emotional fulfillment, or maybe no one's poured into them the way that they've poured into others, right? It's just now an empty puddle, right, that you can't get back. The challenge is the sorrow this person carries. It's divine masculine. Okay, look at that guitar back there. This person could speak to you through music, or this masculine speaks to the divine feminine through music. Is that a hat? That's a mariachi hat. There's a sadness here. But it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to put this into words. Like, it sucks the color out of life. The music is just noise. Like, it's not, I don't know. Does that make sense? Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? All that sorrow. Tell me about the Four of Cups. What is this sadness, Spirit? What is the sadness here? Why is this here? No wonder Divine Masculine's all antsy over there, because Divine Feminine's showing up like freaking all that in a fucking bag of chips over here. Like a what? The Hierophant. This could be about a marriage, higher level of commitment, or a parent. This person could have lost a parent. Look at these cards, y'all. Look how it's telling the story. Y'all see that? So here's this Hierophant here also has a hat. All right, and this is someone who's talking from the spirit realm. They've got like a Ouija board looking thing right here, okay? And they're saying, as above, so below. All right, so they're connected to spirit here. Just as some sort of like translator from like in a very sacred type of way, okay? Is that making sense? All right, so this is like ancestor or somebody who's ordained to be able to straddle realms here, okay? But this is what it is that's clarifying this card, okay? This person's very upset in their mind, and they're feeling very dissatisfied, satiated, disappointed, or just, you know, there's just a lot of sadness and sorrow here, right? And it's like because of their heart's been broken, okay? Could have to do with a parent or a marriage or a higher level of commitment or something that they found very spiritual. Someone didn't match. I just heard it wasn't the way it was supposed to go. Wasn't the way it was supposed to go. I don't know what that means, but it wasn't the way it was supposed to go. Santa Muerte. Here's death right here. Death and rebirth, transformation. So yes, whatever it is that this masculine is grieving something here, and they have a hard time trusting matters of the heart because they felt so much pain and sorrow that they kind of go into situations with like the cup half empty. Tell me more about Divine Masculine. So there's transformation taking place here again with this person being extremely protected, whoever this Divine Masculine is, okay? Spiritual mamas they're not playing when it comes to you. The Three of Cups. So here's this celebrating something here and all this gossip, okay? There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of people in this person's energy, or even, I'm hearing something about the ear. So there's a lot of people who like try to get in this person's ear. And there may be a third party trying to come between a masculine and their feminine, or the feminine that it is they're trying to go to, they feel is their feminine. Because remember, here's the mariachi man here, okay? Here's the Queen of Wands over here that we saw, or even the Empress. You can tell by her dress here, right? But then there's this random third party person over here. And they're looking at this Divine Feminine, but they're trying to toast with Divine Masculine, right? So there's some funky something, interference going on over there, okay? The World came out though, or it tried to. I'm gonna put it back in the deck. So this cycle may be coming to an end, or some sort of triumphant completion here. Give me one more on the Divine Masculine before we move back over to the Feminine. Hi y'all, how you doing? Welcome. Yo, thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the follows. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock here, down here in the Mississippi. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's coming together. The Two of Wands. Okay, so this person, Divine Masculine, may be becoming aware of whatever this interference is, Okay, because that's the thing in these divine connections, y'all, is no one else is gonna fucking understand what this is. It's otherworldly, it's spiritual, it's not logical whatsoever. It sounds crazy as shit, especially if you're somebody who's been in toxic relationships before and people have mimicked that to you, right? But this is serendipitous. Is that even a word? That's what I heard, though. Serendipitous. If you want me to be real and honest with you, that's what I heard. Serendipitous. But anyway, so divine masculine is, we've got the Two of Wands here. I just heard a wow, wow, wow. You know, Clint Eastwood. Divine masculine is manning up over here, okay? No gender in tarot, y'all. I'm just reading the masculine as a man. But the roles how you need to see fit, okay? I'm personifying the energy here, okay? But anyway, someone's strapping up for business here, okay? They're planning on how they're going to take action towards this feminine, or take action about the situation having to do with the third party. Tell me some more, Spirit. That's too funny. He's like, I'm going in for the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't care. I want my Empress. That's mine. Page of Cups. What I tell you, they're planning on how they're going to take action towards giving a love offer. They got to be creative on how they give this love offer, though. Look at this little skull spoon in the water. It's kind of like dripping out of there a little bit. So there's some challenges here. Just because a connection is divine and it's soulmate energy and there's a lot of heavenly bliss there does not mean that it's perfect. Does not mean that there's not challenges that have to be worked through or lessons that need to be learned still. It's just not that toxic bullshit you were dealing with over there with Joe Schmo and 800 other different people. You don't know where they've been. All right, Spirit. Give me one more on divine masculine. We'll move back over to the feminine. The Chariot. What I tell you, this person's getting ready to go like freaking Rambo. Okay, they're getting serious. Chariot. They are prepping, if they're not already in the car, on the journey to the destination for Empress, okay? They mean business. Look, they kicking look, it looks like that. They kicking everybody out the Chariot. You can't go. No, you don't get to sit here. Get out the front seat. Okay, my Empress is coming. Y'all can't be here no more. I'm cleansing the energy, okay? This masculine's cleansing the energy of their Chariot. This person may want to take you for a ride, okay? All right, Spirit. Hold on, y'all. I may have to... Okay, somebody else is in there with them. Tell me about feminine. Tell me about this feminine. The Knight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Wands. So she's also wanting to fight for whatever this is. Okay. This is a very free-spirited, warrior energy fighter. Okay. And don't forget, this divine feminine's fighting a lot of challenges and battles during this time while they're waiting on their masculine. Okay. They're having to go through some sort of conflicts, challenges, changes, some sort of legality crap, right? So there's a lot of like stuff, like strings being, or cords being cut, or stuff being closed out over here with this divine feminine. Okay, but they're fighting here. This is a fighter. This is a warrior. And they're going towards this Two of Pentacles. They want more of a balanced relationship of equal give and take. Because where they see this, there needs to be transformation here. Here we go again with this ancestors, or there's some sort of similarities in the way that there's like being like the way that people think, right? We saw that earlier in some of the other cards. There's like a meeting of the minds, not just of the hearts. It's mind, body, and soul alignment. Very beautiful. Tell me more about this feminine. How does this feminine view the masculine? How does this feminine view the masculine? The Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. This divine feminine says that this could be the end all or be all. There's a lot of potential here, and this could be the death of me. This is intense. All right, tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Yeah, so there's a lot of potential for a lot of success here, to be victories to be had, all right? This could be very beautiful. Again, with some sort of high-profile relationship, you know? So there's something about some sort of like reputations, or there's a lot of gossip about this controversial connection here. But it's shown up as a victory. This is going to get a lot of attention, whatever this union is. If it happens, when it happens, you know, put it where it fits, don't make it fit. All right, tell me about the Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? Page of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. This divine feminine is worried about, they're being very guarded, okay? They're being very guarded. They're worried that this offer is just a breadcrumb. Like, is it just the little Page of Pentacles, or is this the Ace of Pentacles, you know? Give me one more. Yeah, divine feminine is guarded as fuck, okay? You gotta walk through the whole fucking forest in the dark to get to him. There's a reason for that, okay? They're going through a lot over here. Page of Swords. So they're being guarded, and they could be spying from afar or trying to gain some sort of intel or research. Could be researching something, or they could pick up that this masculine spying and researching them. Okay, yeah, Eight of Swords. There's something about this feminine being stuck, or someone's trying to trap this feminine. Someone's trying to trap this feminine over here. That's another part of it. It's like this feminine knows that this masculine, this union that it is that they're trying to prepare for, is an Ace of Pentacles, but we got some other energy also here. This is the second way to look at it, okay? This is the second energy it is I'm picking up on. There's this shit here from this feminine's energy that's trying to sabotage their new beginning, or them growing, or keeping them from going towards something. So it may even be this other, look, they don't have no hat on, okay? This is not the same person, like from the Emperor card or from the mariachi cards. Okay, this is not the same person. Okay. So they could be worried that there's something here who's trying to give an offer to this feminine, but it's shiesty shit. It's to keep them distracted. It's manipulative. It's deceptive, okay? So that's what's keeping this feminine trapped and stuck. So they're trying to cut themselves loose, because they know that they're not truly stuck forever. Right? It's just a maze. They know it's just a puzzle that they have to solve. And that's what it is that feminine's trying to do over here. Yeah, the Fool. So they can have this blind leap of faith towards something new. Okay. All right. Tell me a little bit about masculine. How you doing? The Emperor. You see what I mean? These cards have come out this whole reading. This is a true divine counterpart, right? Whatever label you want to put on it, because everybody thinks just because you have an intense relationship with somebody and both of y'all get obsessive with each other, you know, that it's a twin flame relationship. And that's not always the case. That could be very toxic. That could be very, it's like suicide. You know what I mean? That's when you're binded to something. It's not a bond. Huge difference, you know. But we've got Emperor energy here. Woo, wait, okay, yeah. So this Emperor, here he is again with the hat. Okay, so we know that this is the true divine masculine here. Okay, and it's shown in the upright. Okay, so this person's shown up as trustworthy, intelligent, wise. This person can go to war. They know how to go to war, right? I just heard all is fair and live in war. They know how to fight for what it is that is supposed to be fought for. Okay, they don't go to war just for anything. That's stupid, right? This person's smart about the way that they make moves. Okay, this person's been injured before. Okay, this Emperor's got scars, battle scars. This is the real deal. And they said they weren't they feminine. Because they claimed them. They said, that's mine. All right, we got the Magician. Okay, so this something... There is, y'all. Whoever this divine masculine is, there's somebody putting some sort of... Trying to... They're being protected from it because they were already protected. Like we already established that first thing in the reading here. But this is also a master manifester too. This divine masculine's got psychic abilities. Look at that little crystal ball. You know, there's something about some sort of psychic insight or intuition or some sort of knowing that this masculine has about this feminine or just in general. They're already very psychically gifted just in general. Yeah, I just heard I was born this way, baby. They were born that way. Okay, Spirit. Give me a few more about the divine masculine. How do they view the feminine? How do they view the feminine? Let's see. The Fool! It's at the bottom of the deck. Can I get it? And the Sun. So this came out, the Fool, taking a blind leap of faith towards something new. They may look at this. They may look at this divine feminine as being a little foolish, okay? There's something very non-conventional, controversial about this. This feminine ain't like any other feminine they've ever met, okay? But they see divine feminine as taking a blind leap of faith towards this happiness, this... Look, there's two people on this card too, okay? So like, even like, there's songs being sung about this. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love that I know that is all mine own. Ooh, whoa. King of Pentacles. And the Devil. Okay, so yeah. So there's some sort of icky, toxic here that's keeping, like, I don't know if it is some sort of stubbornness. There's some sort of extra energy here that's trying to keep this feminine from going towards their happiness, their happy place. Okay, we got Temperance at the bottom of the deck. All right, this is about mending and blending things. All right, needing to look at something from a different perspective, or someone's finding some sort of perspective in something. This is like a give it to God, source, universe, if you will. Whatever that looks like for you. We talk a lot about a lot of different belief systems, okay? So, this is the first time you see me live on TikTok? Oh, you usually watch me live on Instagram? Thanks for coming over here to see me, sweetheart. Nicole. I appreciate that. Gave it to the... What do you need, baby?
What are the diapers?
Look in the drawer. There's a night in the nightstand. They're in there.
Okay, thanks.
What time is it? Alright. I'll pull a few more cards, y'all, and then I'm going to have to wrap this one up. And I'll be back in a little bit. And we need to dive in some more on this one, though. There's a lot of, like, background stuff going on. But both of this divine masculine and divine feminine. We've got the World showing up here, though, okay? Look at all the beautiful, vibrant colors in this card. And there's also something that's like faded, twisted, something very sacred, okay? This is Santa Muerte dressed in her white robes, okay? Something about purity, renewal, something that's sacred, divine, holy, right? Whatever term you want to put on it. You know, she's sitting on the globe, so she's mastering something here. You know, a full cycle of something, all right? So I'm seeing like as the world turns, okay? So it's like almost like this, there's been some sort of like something's wrapping up. I feel like on both parts. Whatever it is that they're moving into, though, like, it's beautiful, it's colorful, it's vibrant. Remember, I told you, like, this divine masculine has felt so much sorrow or so much sadness. Like, they don't always see the colors in the world anymore. It's, like, sucked the emotional capabilities of the way that they allow themselves to feel, you know? Strength at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Pentacles. Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. And the Six of Cups. So I feel like this divine masculine, divine feminine, whether they're in union in the near future or not, it definitely seems like these two find strength from each other. There's a lot of abundance here too. If these two would be able to come together, there's a lot of abundance and expansion. There's a lot to harvest, but that will be harvested. All right, there's a lot of like white roses and a crown of roses. There's like y'all see that headdress that she has, like all those white roses. So there's something here weird, right? We kept picking up the energy of 3, and I just heard, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So something about body, mind, spirit, purification. Sorry, y'all. It has me drag the little puzzle piece so it doesn't kick me off my live. So anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of obedience, a lot of expansion here, but lots of heavy burdens need to be given up. Right? The past, the weight, other people's opinions, the pressures of it all. Okay, it just needs to be, it needs to be given up, right? It needs to be fly light. Like there's something that needs to be lighthearted about the situation. Okay. And also about root chakra too. All right. You see in this moth, it almost looks like this is like the hip bones here. You know, so that's like around like the sacral and the root chakra area. Okay, so there could be something, and it's red on the card. That's why I'm saying root. So something about safety. You can give up all the burdens, being bound to things, other people's opinions and limitations and projections here, right? Because like there's a kingdom right there. There's a whole kingdom back there. And these are beautiful roses and shrubbery, right? So there's some sort of perspective that like you just need to like whoever this is for, okay? There's a need to just let go of the burdens and the heaviness of it all. You're going to be allowed to be lighthearted with whoever, whatever this is. And they're going to be able to make space to be able to be that with you, or to allow you to be that way with them, you know? So we had the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and then we had the Six of Cups. Right, so this is a lot about this hard work that's being put into this, okay? So I also feel like this masculine looks at this feminine as very hardworking, very obedient, very nurturing, very loving, okay? Can take care of themselves, they're good on their own, you know? And then we have the Six of Cups here, which is about reconciliation, all right? Most people read this card as, you know, like a past life soulmate, you know? And we picked up on that earlier, you know? There's been some sort of soul recognition between this divine masculine, divine feminine. So, all right, let's see. Get you a couple more love cards, and then I'm going to have to wrap this one up, y'all. And I'll try to be back. I'll try to be back this afternoon, but maybe later this evening before I can come back. Soulmate and date. So you could be expecting a date from a soulmate. Soulmate wants to ask you out on a date. Tell me about this connection, Spirit. Overall energy, or closing messages. Closing messages here. Roll the dice, take the chance. Okay, so someone could be getting ready to take a risk about asking somebody out on a date. Okay, expect a text message. Somebody may be trying to text message you. Maybe you're texting them about this unfinished business, and date came back out, y'all. Somebody feels like, yeah, divine masculine or divine feminine, they feel like there's unfinished business here. Changes are being made. Oh, because of fear. Okay, somebody may be feeling intimidated or scared of whatever this is. Someone's trying to overcome some sort of fear of relationships. Someone's scared of love. Both of them have been through some shit, so this may be coming from both parties here, okay? Both the masculine and the feminine. It kind of seems like both of them are kind of scared shit of love. Divine intervention. Serendipity, what'd I tell you? Whatever this connection is, it is some sort of divine intervention in other places, in other connections, you know? It's like earthquakes happened when this connection, when these two cross paths, or if these two have crossed paths, okay, it's stirring up some chaos. It's like this is a power couple. Don't nobody want these two coming together. Nobody want these two coming together. They don't want that smoke. Not from this divine masculine, divine feminine. It's too good. That's too much power. Travel. This person wants to travel towards you. Okay, there could be distance, could be an issue between you and this person. Social media. Yeah, they definitely checking you out on social media if you have one. Or maybe that's you. Maybe you go check them out on social media. Proposal. So this person or you are definitely wanting some sort of like love offer, or they see you as a wish come true. Okay, like a dream. I just heard dream come true. Or if it's not like an actual proposal, y'all, okay, it's taking something to the next level in the relationship, the next step. This person may want to hook up with you. Maybe you want to hook up with them. I would think so. If it's this intense, I mean, isn't that a given? Okay, yeah, what did I tell you about ghosted? This person may be scared of getting ghosted by you. Maybe this person's ghosting you. Maybe they're making you feel rejected or ignored, or something about somebody being ghosted. Anxiety. Breakup. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have dated this person before. Maybe it feels like this is a new connection. It doesn't feel like it's like a past person. But somebody's having a lot of anxiety. Maybe because of a breakup, or somebody's breaking up, or I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. Give me one more. Crossroads. Yeah, a multiple choice. So I told you, there's third parties on both sides of the fence. There's still some sort of like closing out some shit, right? Divine masculine had like a lot of like heavy spell work going on over there on their side. Whatever that is, okay, that's a lot of different stuff, y'all. Divine feminine had a lot of like conflict and legalities and shit going on over there on her side. So there's a lot of like working through stuff. But it does seem like both of them check up on each other. This divine feminine and this divine masculine, they both check up on each other, and they find strength in each other too, which is interesting. Divine masculine is wanting to protect the divine feminine. Divine feminine is wanting to be all ooey gooey and mushy over here towards divine masculine. And then we got intuition at the bottom of the deck. Okay, this is a very spiritual, telepathic, otherworldly, freaky deaky type of relationship. You know, it's a whole nother level of intense. There's may not even been physical. There be no physical contact yet, and it's already like. All right, y'all, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Y'all, I hope to be here in a little bit. If I'm not back this afternoon, I'll be back this evening, okay? At least for a short while. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank y'all so much for all the ways that you show support, all the likes, the follows, the shares, y'all that are in the comments, those that come to see me all the time. I'm so grateful for all the ways that y'all show up and show out for me, in the ways that y'all send energy to me. That way I can get these messages out for y'all, and it also helps me grows as not just a live streamer here on TikTok, but just as a content creator, as an energy reader. You know, that's what got me started. I love to read the energy. That's why I'm even on camera. Like I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for that. And I appreciate y'all being in here with me during this time and sharing a moment with me, because y'all could be anywhere in the fucking world and y'all popped in here with my ass, you know. So I appreciate y'all. I'm so incredibly grateful. Okay, y'all don't forget, if your light ain't irritating anybody's demons, you ain't doing it right. Turn up the heat, okay? I hope to catch y'all soon. I love you, I love you, I love you, Starseeds. Love and light.